Attorney General Jeff Sessions ordering senior federal prosecutors to evaluate whether a special counsel should be appointed to investigate potential unlawful dealings by the Clinton Foundation and the sale of a uranium company to Russia. Joining me now from the American Center for Law and Justice, he is Jordan Sekulow. Good to see you, Jordan.
Good to see you, Liz.
So what happens here? What happens next?
Well, I think a couple of things. In the letter to the House Judiciary Chairman Bob Goodlatte from the Assistant Attorney General, it was echoed again today by Attorney General Sessions. And by the way, I think this is what a lot of us have been waiting for to see from the General Sessions Department of Justice, which is aggressive, looking at these past actions which appeared to be some wrongdoing, potential criminality. So he is acknowledged in the letter, and he acknowledged today, they're at the preliminary stages of evaluating this. The next stage is investigating. But I thought there was something important in the letter, Liz, and I'm going to read it directly because the letter said that we will look at evaluating other matters that are not currently under investigation. Kind of gave a hint that some of these may actually be under investigation. The question is, at what point do they believe they need a special counsel? And they might not.
It could be for the email server. That could be for the email server, right? And there's already congressional probes into that.
Right.
Okay,
so you've got email server, you've got Uranium One, and you've got Clinton Foundation. Clinton Foundation and Uranium One kind of work together. And so you'd have to look at the Department of Justice and figure out, are there enough good people there that could do this with FBI agents that are not conflicted out? And that can be pretty difficult when you're talking about a past administration.
You know, Attorney General Sessions was also asked whether he had been influenced by the president's tweets encouraging the Justice Department to investigate his enemies. Roll tape.
In a functioning democracy, is it common for the leader of the country to order the criminal justice system to retaliate against his political opponents?
Mr. Conyers, I would say that it's the Department of Justice can never be used to retaliate politically against opponents, and that would be wrong.
I interpret that as no.
The answer stands for itself.
Do I have your assurance that these matters will proceed fairly and expeditiously?
Yes, you can, Mr. Chairman, and you can be sure that they will be done without political influence, and they'll be done correctly and properly.
All right, Jordan, critics will say here's a problem with that line of questionings. Let's get back to Uranium One. And this is about basically the New York Times, the Washington Post has been busting out and breaking stories on this issue. A billionaire affiliated with Bill Clinton, Frank Justra. Bill Clinton reportedly helped him get uranium access into Kazakhstan. And then Frank Justra, he did step down from Uranium One, but during the time Hillary Clinton ran in 2008, money started flowing in to the Clinton Foundation, $145 million estimated from Frank Justra and others associated with this deal. So that is the facts and circumstances that Jeff Sessions has been implored upon to get a special counsel to look into it, right?
Yeah, and the same month that Rosatom put forward its deal that it wanted to purchase, told the U.S. agency that reviews international financial transactions, which Secretary Clinton served on, had a representative on as Secretary of State. That same month that Rosatom, which is Kremlin-backed, state-owned energy company, notified that agency, is the same month Bill Clinton gave the $500,000 speech paid for by a Russian state-owned bank, and that's double his speaking fee. So it was all happening at the same time. So it kind of calls out for an investigation, and this may be that unique kind of circumstance that Attorney General Sessions mentioned today calls for a special counsel. They don't always. Most investigations, criminal investigations, can move forward without special counsels. We've only had a couple, so we may be able to do it without that. But I think what we do know now, and this should make a lot of people happy, is that the Department of Justice is looking at Uranium One, the Clinton Foundation, and by the way, this should make Democrats happy. The conduct of Jim Comey, including how he potentially could have damaged Hillary Clinton's campaign.
And the sale of a fifth of U.S. uranium assets to that Russian company. Jordan Sekulow, thank you so much for coming on, sir. We really appreciate it.